And we are live. Welcome, mystery and thriller fans. I'm your on-air host and author, Sara DiVello, and I am so excited to welcome back for the fourth time New York Times best-selling author, Sally Hepworth, live from Australia, except she's in the U.S. on her American International Book Tour, streaming to us from Minneapolis.
No, St. Louis.
Oh, St. Louis. St. Louis. And she's going to give us the inside scoop on her latest Darling Girl. Sally, welcome back to Mystery and Thriller Mavens. Tell us about this book.
Thank you so much. And I apologize. I think I gave you the wrong city. Most days I don't actually even know where I am, but I am in St. Louis. Let me tell you about Darling Girls. Darling Girls is about three sisters who are not, in fact, biological sisters, but they were raised together in foster care. And at the beginning of the book, they are adults and they are kind of living their best lives in a lot of ways, but each of them has a little bit of a hang-up or a hangover from their little bit of traumatic childhood. And so we have Jessica, who is a home organizer. She decorates and organizes people's houses in kind of Pinterest style, color coding and in little baskets and things. And she's very successful, very type A, but she's developed a little habit of taking Valium from people's bathrooms. We then have Nora with an H, as she's very particular about. She actually conducts psychometric testing on behalf of people that aren't very good at it to help them get jobs. She's also the dog mama of three giant dogs who she connects with much better than she does with other human beings. And she has a penchant for violence, which has got her into a little bit of trouble with the law. And she is potentially on the verge of going to jail. We then have the final sister, Alicia, who is now a social worker. She's doing brilliant things for the children in foster care and trying to make a difference for the kids in the future. But she also has a lot of trouble. And in her case, it's to do with connecting in a romantic relationship. So the book starts with each of the women getting a phone call from a police detective telling them that a body has been found underneath the foster home where they grew up, and the three of them have to get haul ass back to the little town where they grew up, and they have to talk to the police about what really happened during their childhood. And as readers, I guess we start to question, were the women victims or were they villains?
Ooh, were they victims or were they villains? These are the questions I like to ponder, Sally, because I am here for the mayhem, the murder, and getting everybody's week off to a killer start. I cannot wait to get into every juicy detail. I've already gotten so many DMs, people who are going to watch live later, but who submitted questions. So we got a lot to talk about. I'm so excited. We are streaming live to 8 different destinations across Facebook and YouTube. So mystery and thriller loving friends, no matter where you're watching from, you're in the right place. This is the right time. It is Mystery Monday, because Mondays can be murder. We're going to make it a little less painful, still painful, but a little less painful, and get your week off to a killer start. So if you've been here before, you know the drill. And if you're new, welcome. You're in the right place. Here's the drill. Every Monday, I give you my handpicked featured authors, and you get to ask them anything. So ask New York Times bestselling author Sally Hepworth about her writing process, about these three sisters, anything that you want. What happens on Maven stays on Mavens. Randy's joining us from YouTube saying, hi, Sara. Hi, Sally. Hi, Randy. Great to have you.
You can also ask me about why I am forever indebted to Sara. Completely saved my skin in New York on a day last week that I can't quite remember now.
Oh my gosh, exactly. And I am in the life-saving business, Sally, when I'm not doing murder and mayhem. I'm in the life-saving business. Call me Super Sara.
I will from now on, and I have been.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Renee is joining us from Southeast Florida on Facebook saying, hi, Sara and Sally. Hi, thanks for all the hearts up on Facebook, everybody. Robin joining us from Facebook saying, hello, Sara and Sally from sunny and rainy Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Welcome, Robin. Kim joining us from Facebook with that cute little dog saying, hello, all.
Hi,
Murder by the Book is here for the scoop on these sisters. Amen. All of us are. Robin saying, uh-oh, a bathroom meds thief. So that is one of my favorite things about Jessica. Sally, tell us why you made her a bathroom meds thief.
I didn't even know I was writing because I plan to a certain extent. Like I have the main kind of turning points, I guess, along the way when I start. And I don't always stick to them, but I do kind of have that planned out. And it was when I was writing that first chapter, which remained the first chapter, I popped in a scene where the woman whose home was being organized suspected Jessica of stealing, and I thought that it was just going to be, a horrible woman. But then I decided that, oh, hang on a second, what if she is actually doing this? That would be such a fun twist. And then that ended up becoming the big kind of journey that she went on, and the big thing that she had to overcome. So often that is how it happens for me. It happens while I write.
Oh, Sally, thank you for saying that, because as I was reading that, which is chapter 1, and I was outraged on behalf of Jessica. I was like, how dare you, ma'am? How dare you accuse my new best friend Jessica of stealing your stupid Valium? You think everyone's stealing from you, but poor Jessica. And then Jessica gets in her car and pulls out the stolen Valium, and I was like, oh, my new best friend just betrayed me.
I know. I hadn't planned that, but what a fun moment. Like, I love reading moments like that when I write. So it's always exciting when they come to me.
Oh my God, I love that scene, and so many others. Renee says, wow, this sounds so good. Oh, Renee, it is so good. Sally's going to give us the inside scoop. And the book just came out 6 days ago, and you can order it now from our favorite woman-owned independent bookstore, that is Murder by the Book, where Sally is heading. So you can request personalized signed copies. Now, y'all know I love a signed book, but you can request a personalized copy. And I always like to have the authors write something scandalous, like, to Renee, I'll never tell, love Sally. You could just really get fun with it.
Well, one of the personalizations I've been requested since I've been here is "You're a Snack."
Oh my God. Yes. Sally, tell us the story of how your snackiness became recognized in America.
I sure will. And by the way, I'm also I'm doing an event in Houston at Murder by the Book. So if you are in the local area, come and see me. I'm going to be in conversation with Catherine Center, who I adore. The snack commentary. When I hit the ground in New York, I opened my Instagram, and someone had commented on a photo of me, and they said, "Hi, Sally, you're a snack," or something like that. And I thought, aha, that's an Americanism. I need to use that in a sentence today.
Yes.
And so then, I don't know, half an hour later, I'd been collected. I'm in my car with my very nice driver, Dimitri. He offered me a bottle of water. I told Dimitri he was a snack. He was very uncomfortable. And I thought, no, wrong context. And then I put that on Instagram, and everyone lost their minds. They're like, you can't call a strange man a snack. What's wrong with you? It blew up. The person who originally called me a snack came to that event that we did together in New York, Sara. And so I think it's the phrase of the tour. And I've been signing a lot of books with the snack.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So you guys, when you order from Murder by the Book, Sally can personalize your book's friends. Yes. And I just want to remind you, we got Mother's Day coming up. We got Father's Day coming up. We got 4th of July coming up. We have the holidays in just, 8 months. I collect signed books the whole year round, so that then I don't have to do any crazy holiday shopping. So here is that link where you can you can order a signed, personalized, a personalized book. So you're going to want to do that. Okay, let's get back to these comments, because they're coming in so fast. Everybody wants to talk to you. Yay. Okay. Robin says, so happy we were able to watch you today, Sara. We appreciate your efforts to make it work. Oh, Robin, thank you. So Facebook has banned third-party streaming apps, but I found a technical workaround. So we're good to go, Robin. Renee saying, Sally, I just loved your other novels, and I can't wait to read Darling Girls. Oh, hooray. And get her to sign it to you, Renee. You snack. I feel like Renee is a snack.
You're a total snack, Renee.
Total snack. Tori T saying, hi, everyone. Hi, Tori T.
Hi, Tori. You're a snack too.
You are a snack. Erica is joining us from Mexico. She says, hola from Mexico. Hola. It's so good to have everybody here.
How do you say you're a snack in Mexican, Erica? Tell us.
Ooh, yeah. Tell us how to say that in Spanish. We want to know. John saying greetings from Northeast Ohio. Good to have you, John.
John.
Renee saying Mondays would not be right without Super Sarah for Monday's Mystery Murders. Oh, thank you, Renee. You're so sweet. Oh, Sharon is joining us saying hi, ladies. I just met Sally on Saturday.
We did.
Yes. Sharon does not have a British accent. I don't know why I did that. I got confused. Oh my goodness. Okay. We have so many. Everybody's laughing with us. I love this. Sally, I want to get into some of the amazing. Oh my goodness, so many comments. Okay, Karen saying, "Hi, Sally. I am in Houston, but I'm an Australian too."
Hello, Karen.
Hello, fellow Aussie Texan. Karen saying, "I just finished the book already. I got it in Australia. It was so great. Oh, it was so great, right, Karen?"
Thank you, Karen.
Robin saying, "Don't call a strange man a snack, Sally."
No, I've learned my lesson, although it could very easily happen again, let's face it.
Sharon's joining us from YouTube. Hi, Sara and Sally. Hi, Sharon. I just met Sharon in person when I hosted Lisa Unger in person. She was so great.
Oh, and I'm doing an event with Lisa Unger in Tampa, Florida at some point. I don't know what day it is, but
my two favorites. Sharon saying she needs a snack right around now. Oh, Randy saying Tori's his wife and he agrees she is a snack.
Total snack. You're a snack too, Randy.
Eric, oh my God, I love it. Erica saying, "Eres a dolce." Hey, you're sweet.
Dolce.
A dolce is sweet, I think. At least it is in Italian. So she's saying you're a sweet. That's translating into Spanish. Oh my God, I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to get back to those comments in just a minute. But first, I just want to pop over and drop in some of this incredible praise because y'all, our favorite Jane Harper had some wonderful words to say. Of course, Jane's been on every year that she's had a book out, and she's a friend of Sally's in real life. And she had these amazing words to say. She said, "Sally Hepworth's Darling Girls is the kind of story that grabs you hard and doesn't let go. Easily one of the best books I have read all year. Absolute page turner from first word to last. A superb and haunting mystery." Now, Jane Harper knows a thing or two about a superb and haunting mystery. And Sally, you have wowed this incredible woman with 2 movies under her belt, starring Eric Bana as Aaron Falk. Sally, what does it take? What are the ingredients that it takes to write, in the words of Jane Harper, a superb and haunting mystery?
Well, first of all, make sure anyone, and probably there's no one who hasn't read any of Jane Harper's books, get on that because she is an extraordinary writer. I think one of the things I've said several times in the last few years is that I could have told you how to write a novel after the first novel I wrote. And I could have said, this is what you do, this is how you write it. Now, I kind of don't know how to say what makes it haunting, what makes it I feel like it would be a little bit like saying to a dentist, how do you be a dentist? So much of it you start to internalize and you go by a gut feel and you kind of know something needs to happen here. I need to throw this in, or this is too much. I need to pull it out. And that's a really wimpy kind of answer for people who have got their pen out and they want to write down how to do it. But I honestly don't know. I think that the one thing I know is that the more books you write, the better you get at knowing the things to do just to kind of hype it up. And also the more you read, you get to know. You notice that moment where you go, oh, and you have a physical reaction and you know that you have to keep turning the pages and you can't stop reading. I think I always take a mental note as a writer and say, how did they do that? And how can I do that?
Yes. Oh, yes. Good questions. I mean to do that, but then I get sucked in. Like I think to myself, how is Sally building this sense of dread in me? How come I have this feeling like the bottom of my stomach just hinged and just something terrible is going to happen, this sense of foreboding. And then I'm like, oh, I just get so sucked in. I totally forget.
I'm doing something right then.
Linda, welcome to the conversation, saying very haunting indeed. Glenna, welcome to the conversation. Can't wait to read Darling Girls. Greeting from Katy, Texas. Now, Glenna, you're in Texas. You need to get on over to Houston. Sally's going to be at Murder the Books. And if you prefer to have them mail it, the good folks at Murder by the Book will ship it to you. And remember, you can have Sally sign it any way you like. I'm probably going to have her say to my new best friend, just really get in there.
Definitely. I'll also be in, I don't know where Katie is, but I'll also be in Waco, Texas as well. So
perfect. So 2 Texas locations. Everything's bigger in Texas. Sharon wants to know, Sally, who was your favorite character to write? So I know who my favorite to read was. Who was your favorite to write?
It was Nora. Nora. Was that your favorite to read? Or
Jessica.
No, Jessica? Oh, good. Oh, look, and I love that people have different favorites. It's often been the case for me. Nora was kind of the character that came first for me. She was, larger than life, and she's this, really rigid, neurodiverse, I think extremely likable, but at the same time extremely unlikable kind of character. And once I understood her, the other characters almost formed in relation to her, because you need each character to be distinct. And I just found her vulnerability and yet her toughness, that were almost at opposite corners, just so endearing. And then the way that she was able to connect with her 2 sisters, and the way that they loved each other, that was the backbone of the book. And I think that without Nora, it may not have had that same sort of resonance. So I think she was definitely, and the other beautiful thing about Nora is that she provided a lot of light moments as well, because she had these 3 dogs that she insisted on taking with her everywhere. And she would, she went on a date at the very beginning of the book and he was really annoying her. So she just got up and left and didn't even tell him that she was leaving. And
then she punches him in the face, Sally. He doesn't just get up and leave.
And she was on the phone and she's like, and so she needed something to stop. So she punched him in the face. And I just found that so cathartic to write. And I really loved Nora. So she's my favorite.
I do love Nora's toughness, because we all have those thoughts, right? Where someone has just wronged us. And it just is like, I probably related the least to Alicia, because she just was too bloody nice. And she just, her patience. Oh my God, so patient. DiVello doesn't have that many patience.
No.
Karen says, your stories. I just also wanted to say that I love that you so often include neurodiverse characters, because I think one of the many things that I love about your book, Sally, is your empathy and curiosity and with which you view the world comes through. That energy comes through, and the compassion and empathy with which you include neurodiverse characters in all of your books has been so wonderfully eye-opening to help me, because that's why we read, I think, to walk in others' shoes, and for me to have that chance to walk in the shoes of neurodiverse characters. I really appreciate that. I mean, I have struggled with anxiety and some other issues, but I really appreciate the chance to walk in other neurodiverse characters.
Well, thank you. And it is, as you know, it's a big passion of mine to write neurodiverse characters. I myself am neurodiverse. I have ADHD. I have 2 children on the spectrum. And I feel really passionate. They of course have a place in all of our books, and also not just because they're neurodiverse, but in spite of the fact that they're neurodiverse. And so
yes, that's not the entirety of their story. It's just one many factor, like they have brown hair or blonde hair or whatever.
Exactly right. So, exactly. And I love that. I will say that those neurodiverse characters that I've created have been among the favorite characters across all of my books, which makes me really proud.
Yes. So one of I'm also neurodiverse. I have anxiety and OCD, and I'm really open about that because I want to destigmatize this and make it a normal part of the conversation. Yeah. We have one of the comments submitted in advance was from Christina Cook, who is one of the 2 founders of Bitchy Bookworms, where we're streaming live right now. And she says she loves your characters and Fern remains her favorites.
She also remains one of my favorites, and I've loved the way that the reading world has embraced Fern. That makes me very encouraged as a human and as a mum of neurodiverse people. So thank you so much.
I love Fern's forthrightness, just stating it as it is.
Yeah.
Okay, Sharon wants to know, will you be coming to Massachusetts on this tour?
Not this time. I did the last 2 years I've been in Boston. And I hope to come again in the future, but we're trying to cover more places. And I think the only place I've done
Rhode Island. But you'll be in Rhode Island, right, Sally?
Oh, so I will be in Rhode Island. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, my apologies. I
No,
will
no,
be.
no, that's different than Massachusetts, but it is in New England and it may be reachable, it may be drivable from depending where you are in Massachusetts. So Sharon, if you are near Rhode Island, I'll drop Sally's website in the link. If you're near Rhode Island, go hang out with Reading with Robin and Sally. And if you can't make it to Rhode Island, for the rest of us, order a signed book from Murder by the Book, and Sally will personalize it for you. Just put it in the comments when you're checking out. Just put it in your comments how you want it signed. And meanwhile, Sally will be, I'm just looking on her website right now. She will be in Rhode Island on Saturday, May 4th. So I will drop that right here in the comments so that everybody can see where Sally will be and can go meet her. Oh, because now Jane wants to know, will you be coming to Colorado? Everyone wants to hang with you, Sally.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to put that on my list for next time. I would love to go to Colorado. I've never been. So yeah, I think each time we'll try some new stops, and I'm going to try to get everywhere. The place that's really on my bucket list still is, Colorado is one, and the other one is New Orleans. I'm so desperate to go to, and Palm Springs.
Oh yes. Oh my God. I'm dying to go to New Orleans.
Go and get in touch with your bookstore. Invite me. I'll come.
Yes. Oh my God. I love it. Okay. Oh my goodness. So many good comments. Renee wants to know, did Nora cause you to change any of your writing plans?
I don't know specifically. I think all of the characters, as I get to know them better, will inform the plot. There's no question. And so when I start off, it's a little bit of the characters, before I know them well, they're talking heads, and I might make them do something that later, once I've got to the end of the book and I'm doing another draft, I think, well, that doesn't feel true to something that Nora would do or Jessica would do. And so, yes, it will make a difference to what happens in the plot, but I can't think of anything that she specifically did that that actually made a big change to the book. It's more just the refining process. And I also get ideas. They give me ideas, like I said, with that first moment with Jessica, when I realized that she stole Valium, and that, that
Stop talking
in the books.
Stop talking about my best friend Jessica like that. Sharon says, every time one of the dogs' names were mentioned, I would just start to laugh. I loved it. As a dog mom, I love that too. Sally, is it true? I heard a rumor that one of your editors said less dog content. Who is this monster?
I want to be clear, it was my Australian editor, not my American editor. And I did the first comment that I make. So he said, I think we need to pare back the dog content. And I said, do you have a dog? And he said, no. And I said, the dogs stay. And you know what? And then every time, because people love the dogs, because dogs are very lovable, and I screenshot it or video it and I send it to him, and he's had to eat humble pie on that, because the dogs were very beloved. I also want to say that in Australia, so one of the dogs is called Couch, one is called Converse, and the other is called Thong. Now in Australia, a thong is a shoe, like a sandal.
A flip-flop.
A flip-flop. I know that it is, underpants. It could have easily been underpants too that they ate, right? So I think either works, but I was referring to a flip-flop.
Oh my God, hilarious. And yes, and Sharon, thank you for pointing out the dog content. And as Sally was talking, and I popped this up, so many the surprise faces were just flying up on Facebook at the idea that anyone would request less dog content.
Right? That's not normal. I have great concerns for him.
Oh, yes, exactly. Linda says she loved the support that the sisters gave each other through life. I loved that too, Linda. Thank you.
Yeah.
One of our favorite librarians, Anissa Joy.
Hello. Oh, I have to tell you guys about Anissa. So Anissa has been, even before I came on my American tours, she was a part of my world, and so supportive in recommending my books. And then I have been to Greenville, North Carolina twice, to the bookstore there, and she took me out for dinner with a group of friends. She introduced me to lemon drops, which is like a shot.
Oh, yeah.
And almost got me drunk before my first event. And then the second year we had shooters after the event, and she succeeded in getting me drunk. So she's now a dear friend and has been so supportive. So hello, Anissa.
And Anissa is a librarian at a middle school, and I love librarians and I love libraries. I did not know Anissa loved lemon drops. This is very, very, I'm seeing a whole new side of Anissa now.
They're delicious. I highly recommend.
I do love a lemon drop. I just didn't know Anissa loved a lemon drop. Oh my gosh, I love this. Randy saying, please come to Indianapolis.
I just was there. I was there like yesterday.
Oh, Randy. Okay, you missed her, but that's okay. You can get signed copies from Murder by the Book. Here again is that link. I'm going to pop it in the comments. Anissa wants to know which character in this book changed the most from first draft to final draft, and did he or she become a better person? Oh, what a lovely question.
That is a good question. I don't know which one changed the most. Maybe Alicia. It took me a while to really refine what her issue was. You know, what it was very clear that Nora was violence and Jessica was, you know, she was very neurotic, and then, you know, the balance played into that very well. Alicia, it took me a while to nail that down. And did he or she become a better person? I feel like in every book, the characters start with something. I mean, we all have something, don't they? Some issue to overcome, and then because of the plot and because of the challenges that are thrust at them, they become, if not a better person, but they are able to address their demons a little bit. So I think by the end, they all maybe become better people or just a bit more informed. So I think, though, Alicia was always a good person, but she was able to, I can't spoil it, but by the end, I think she was really able to address her demons and you know, because of what happened during the book.
Oh, I love that. And Anissa is also saying that what you were talking about with neurodiversity in the characters, and she said that was so well said. Yes, beautifully said. Thank you. Okay, Jane wants you to come to Colorado. Everybody wants you everywhere. Sally, just move to America. Come on, you just know you belong here. Anissa saying, come back to M. Judson for your next tour. See, everybody wants more Sally. Yep. Sharon saying, Sally, you are one of the nicest authors I have been lucky enough to meet. I sincerely mean that. She truly is, you guys. That's why we love her, right? And her brilliant books.
Oh, well, that means so much to me. I love getting, you know, around to meet readers. I have such a special place for America and Americans, and everyone's been so nice to me, not just reading my books and coming to my events, but quite honestly, giving me cash like Sara. Okay, here's the story I'm just going to tell you. Not for the first time. I was in New York on, I don't know what day it was, and I had to go to the airport, and I thought I'll get some cash out. I had no concerns because I had already used my bank cards. I was tapping all over the place, but I wanted to be cash up for tipping because tipping is something I take very seriously over here. Yes. And I went to the cash machine, and none of my cards would give me cash. And I'm sweating, you know, like as I get to the last, you know, emergency card, nothing. And I thought, I can't believe this has happened to me again, because spoiler alert, it's happened before. And as I was about to fall into a heap and cry, I remembered that Sara was in New York. I'd seen her the night before. I didn't know how far away she was. I just sent her an SOS, need cash in an emergency. And it was like the stars aligned. You happened to be like a couple of blocks away. Did you even have that cash with you, or did you go to
the crazy thing was, I was 3 blocks away. Y'all know New York is a big city, 8 million people. It can take a really long time to get around New York. I could have been in a whole other, you know, borough. I could have been at the other end of Manhattan. I happened to be 3 blocks away, and I had just gone to the ATM and taken out cash because I was at Moynihan Hall waiting for a train. And the crazy thing was, my train had just been delayed by 30 minutes. And if my train hadn't been delayed, I would have been on the train on the way to Boston. But instead, I was sitting at Moynihan train station, 3 blocks from Sally's hotel, waiting, just twiddling my thumbs for 30 minutes. It was like this. And I was thinking, oh, my train's delayed because I was rushing back to Boston because I was on a panel that night for the Kiss 108 book club with Lisa Donovan. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to miss my event because I had cut it too close, of course. And then I was like, oh, this is why it's happening, because Sally needs me. And it worked out so perfectly.
It was so, and we ran, or I ran, like it was like Sleepless in Seattle, you know, like I was running across the thing, and then it was like a drug deal because we both had to go as well. So I, like, you know, ran, hugged Sarah, grabbed a fistful of cash and ran off.
Sharon said you just need to bring it literally was like that. You just need to bring another suitcase full of cash. But we were meeting on the sidewalk. There were these, you know, people standing around. And I was stuffing cash, you know, fistfuls of cash.
The cash. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't even know how to pay you back because we don't have Venmo. Anyway, I got it sorted. I said to Sarah, I'm good for it.
I said, if you don't, Sally, I'm an Italian woman. I know where you live. I'll come, I'll send the knee breakers.
Yep. Yeah. So,
oh my God. Hilarious. Linda saying the cash pass, too funny. It was so funny. There we are on the streets of New York. I'm like, we're going to get mugged, both of us, because we're just handing over, wads of 20s.
Yeah.
Because Sally needed enough money for the rest of her tour.
It was, I will never forget it. And if you ever are in Australia, or even if we're both in this and you need cash, you probably don't come to me because I probably won't be able to get it out again. But if you need clothes, I don't know, I will always have them.
Exactly. Oh my God. I love it.
Buy you dinner.
Hilarious. Oh my God, this is so funny. I am having so much fun. You guys are just making sure there's so many comments coming in. Oh my God, I love it. A way to go, Anissa. Go, Anissa. You would never be, South Carolina would never be the same. Robin saying, we grew up calling flip-flops thongs in Tennessee. I didn't know that, Robin. Thank you.
Oh, well, you would have understood, Robin.
Exactly. Karen saying the dog was awesome. Good for you for pushing back on that. Kim saying dogs are very lovable for sure. Yeah, we're here for the dogs. A dog mom. All of us, so many of us have, dog pictures here. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. You guys, we are actually over time. Time flies when you're having this much fun. But I just want to say again, this is a valuable opportunity to get signed and personalized books. So have Sally write it to, you snack you. Get it for your mom, your sister, your best friend, yourself. When was the last time you treated yourself? You got to treat yourself. Get those signed, personalized books. Have Sally write something scandalous, hilarious to the snack that is you. And here is that link, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, click and order. And the good folks at Murder by the Book will send it out to you right after Sally signs. It's going to be so great. Sally, you're going to Murder by the Book, and your conversation partner offered to warm your butt. What the heck is going on over there?
So I am in conversation with Catherine Center, who I'm obsessed with. I met her last year at Murder by the Book when I was there for that event. And afterwards we went out for dinner, and I got into her truck, and she said to me, would you like your butt warmed? And I was like, what does that mean? I don't. And she meant, like, turn on the seat heaters. And it was the most delightful thing anyone's ever said to me. And so this time she's interviewing me at Murder by the Book and in Houston. And then the next day we're driving down to Waco in her truck. And the first thing I said is, Will, and it's a new vehicle. And I said, I will only get into that vehicle if, my butt will be warmed.
Oh my God, I live for this. I love it.
Come and see Catherine and I in Waco or in Houston. We would love to. Actually, I think one of them sold out, but I can't remember which one. Maybe Waco sold out.
But you can still get signed books from Murder by the Book. And y'all, yes, this is your chance, because let me tell you, it's a lot. I ship stuff to Australia all the time, and it's like $30 to $40 just in the shipping. You don't want to do that. Pay US shipping. It's like $3, whatever. And the good folks at Murder by the Book will send it to you. So Kim saying, thank you so much for the entertainment interview. Sharon saying, this was so great. Have a great day, ladies. Anissa says, Sally the snack. Absolutely.
Oh, Anissa.
Renee saying, thank you, Sara and Sally, for a fantastic conversation. She is still laughing out loud. Mame, welcome to the conversation. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Mame. Linda saying, thank you, ladies. I love the heat seaters, but you surely won't need it in Texas this time. Yeah, you need butt coolers is what you need, Sally.
Oh, good. Okay, I'll ask for that.
And some of them have them. So that is Y'all don't miss your chance to get a signed and personalized book. Here one more time is that link. Y'all don't miss out. You don't want to miss your chance to get a hilarious and signed book from the fabulous, the wonderful Sally Hepworth. Sally, you come back and talk to us next year. I can't wait to see you in person again, my friend. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your book tour.
Thank you, Sarah. You're a beautiful interviewer. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you, everybody. I'll be back at 8 o'clock tonight with debut author Caroline Cleveland. Tune in then.